Good morning, afternoon, evening, and good dawn, contenders. This is your boy Cyphrix, wishing you a dankalicious day. Completely urging you, just through sheer force of will, to have an amazing time during our quarantine days here. We have update 1.4.1 officially here, and now, while like 1.4, it's kind of short and sweet, it does bring another legendary weapon. I'll bet a really eccentric one. No one saw this coming. Let's just go ahead and, over the next couple minutes, cover all the changes, the balances, the new gear, and dive into this kind of oddball of an update.
Don't pause. Press play.
Hey guys, thanks again for checking out my channel, and if anytime during this video you find this helpful, or maybe it just helps you kill some forced inside time, I urge you and encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button, and stay tuned for more action RPG, MMO, and indie game content. Now, jumping into our balances and fluff first, weight got another tweak to its effects. The effective defense of your weight class basically got doubled. As you can see here, light went from 2 to 4%, normal went from 4 to 8%, heavy went from 6 to 12%, and very heavy went from 8 to a whopping 16%. This is going to make weight a little more relevant than it already was, and B sets are going to get a very nice buff with this, with their additional 4% set damage reduction, making a total of 20% reduced damage. I already tested this out in my kind of like Thick Boy, Viper, Spike, I think 10 Kings from Hell. It does come out very heavy with a hammer, and I was just face tanking things. So I can already tell you right now, these damage reductions are very nice. One-handed sword got a surprise tweak. Combo 1 and 2 got 10% reductions on their damage. Combo 1 is now 60% down from 70%, and combo 2 is now 70% instead of 80. However, those 10% got added to combo 3 and 4, which are now 110% and 160% respectively. Also, and this was sort of a ninja nerf, we caught it in the Overdox Discord, shout out to you guys over there. One-handed sword got a slight weight increase. So now a lot of sets that, if you're like a min-maxer that was just basically straddling the line between light and very light, or light and normal, normal heavy, etc. Well, that's all kind of gotten thrown off. You may have noticed that when you logged in. So just be aware that one-handed swords are no longer the super hyper light weapon they used to be. They got just a couple extra pounds on them. Wrapping up the fluff, Blink 2 is now a little less OP, healing only 120 HP over 6 seconds. Chaos Ender's unique skill got a targeting bug fix, so its hitbox is a little larger and more accurate. And all right, let's go ahead and move on to the legendary, right? I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for this. I just want to go ahead and get to it, because this is the weirdest weapon I've seen come into this game. This legendary is a bike. It's a bike. It's a moped. It's a Tron super cycle, for God's sake, that has basically a Swiss Army knife at the end and one of the tires. This thing, called the Goliath, is a legendary two-handed giant mace, which I don't think anyone asked for, but I 100% welcome it. And a lot of us in the Overdox Discord were of the same mindset. We're like, who wanted a giant mace, when we were reading the notes and then the actual update came out, and the weapon's it's really kind of fun. Breaking it down, first of all, as I said, it's a cyber bike that you can literally ride around the map and then throw over your shoulder to smash people with. I'm sure Tron and Akira fans are going to be really happy for this. I'm going to save the hard stat analysis and breakdown of this weapon for another video coming up in maybe a few days, but on the surface, this hammer has the most crit rate of all the hammers thus far. I think Big Red Mountain caps out at 5. This has double that. That doesn't necessarily make it a huge crit option for people, but it is nice to have that. This also has a few nice tricks going for it, particularly destructive tricks. Its unique is an overdrive that rams the weapon into the target and inflicts 110% explosive damage. This is very and eerily similar to the Big Red Mountain ulti, but it is a little slower, so there is a little balance there. Its fever mode is different and unique unto itself. Where the Dahaka got a minor armor penetration buff and some extra damage, the Goliath gets attack speed and hyper armor. You will both swing your weapon faster, and you'll be able to negate certain hit effects such as stun and stagger and knockdown. This passive effectively turns the Goliath into the literal Goliath of the game. It's unstoppable. It's like the Juggernaut. Once it gets momentum, it's really hard to bring down. Lastly, and also kind of controversially, the dash for this weapon is different. Now, the reason I say controversially is a few patches back, the devs at Haegin stated that all of the legendaries are going to have the same dash blink passive, where they all have blink. I thought that was gonna be super effective, especially for something like Hammer and Greatsword, which can just mollywop you from behind if they wanted to. Instead of that, they actually addressed the weight issue and walk speed issue by adding a dash that increases your movement speed while out of combat for a short time, making the weapon a bit more farm friendly and travel friendly for those who are going over long distances, like Land of Solitude or Overfield. Unfortunately, even though you are basically dashing on a bike, you can't run over people, so don't try. It's not like a hidden effect, and a lot of us in the Discord community basically agree that that's a missed opportunity. At this point, I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys. I personally think that this legendary, while fun and interesting and sparkly, is not overpowered unless you have like full spike. And hey, if you're like the one whale that dropped a house payment on this, I simply wish you the best of luck. So what do you guys think? Hot or not? And not talking about the weather, because I'm literally sweating in my home while I'm doing this. It's like 95 degrees or something like that. I mean, the weapon, is it dope? Like, do you like the motif? I personally think it's fun. I want it. Like, a lot of people don't even use giant mace and think this weapon is amazing. I'm not one of those people. I already use Great Hammer and I love Umbral Mace. I love my Dragon Hammer. This is a great addition to the game in my opinion. I just wished it wasn't a legendary, because now I'm gonna have to roll for it every day. That's gonna suck. Anyway, I wish you guys the best of luck rolling for this weapon. Tell me your comments and your gripes and your hopes and dreams down below in the comments below. Love, peace, and elevate your hunts, y'all. Late.